Hello Smeggies, it's time for another random video, and today I'm going to do the my first time tag. Basically it's a bunch of questions aimed at me about my first time on certain subjects. And no, not the question about sex. I hope not anyway, because I ain't telling you that. So let's start with the first one. My first tweet. Let me check. Apparently I've got over 3,000 tweets. I've got to find it. That means going right to the bottom. After many scrollings, I found it. Has decided to see what all this fuss is about. Is that it? My first YouTube video. Kinda depends. If you're talking about on this channel, that would be Smeg Chris Begins. Right? Let me just check that one. Yeah, I was right. However, that was not my first ever YouTube video. This is actually the first episode of the Coppers that I made with my brother, which is on my Enigma Warrior 1 channel. Don't bother subscribing to it. I don't put anything on there anymore. Makes me wonder why I still have it. The first person you subscribe to on YouTube. I'm not sure how to find that out. If I had to guess, I would say Ray William Johnson. Possibly. If not him, I think Meek Kitty. First Facebook profile pic. Let me check. This one. What was I thinking? Do you still talk to your first love? Well, considering I've never been in love, no. What was your first alcoholic drink? Most likely lager. What was your first job? I'm proud to say that I was a paperboy. What was your first car? It was a brown Ford Escort, or should I say scrap, or skip. I really don't remember the size of the engine, I just remember it kept cutting out on me. I paid £250 for it, I had it for 3 months. One of the wires on the battery kept coming loose, so it kept cutting out. And eventually it just packed in altogether. So somebody offered to buy it off me for £30 for scrap, because let's face it, like I said, it was scrap. It took this man who bought it off me an hour and a half to get it started, and as he did, he started taking it way up the hill, and then there was an almighty bang. The exhaust fell off, to which my mother said to me, "What are you going to do about it, Chris?" And I simply said, "Nothing, it's nothing to do with me anymore." Which is true. Who was the first person you text today? Let me check. My brother Tony, I was replying to him. Who is the first person you thought of this morning? Harley. Who was your first grade teacher? I don't have a clue. Where did you go on your first ride on an aeroplane? Holland. I hated the place. I enjoyed the flight though. Who was your first best friend and do you still talk? I'd like to say Joe, but actually I had a best friend called Lee at some point, but I was very young and no, I'm still not in touch. But I would just like to add that I have known Joe since I was about 3 or 4 years old, and I'm still best friends with her now. Where was your first sleepover? I don't know, my grandparents. What was the first thing you did this morning? I put on fresh underpants. What was the first concert you ever went to? That's easy. Faithless, because it's the only one I've ever been to. I'm going to change that very soon. First broken bone. That would be my left foot. I ended up being off school for 6 weeks. I enjoyed that. Not the breaking my foot bit though. First piercing. I'm hole free, thank you very much. Huh? Not in there. I'm just double checking. First foreign country you've gone to? Again, Holland. First movie you ever remember seeing? I do believe that was Walt Disney's Robin Hood. You know, the cartoon Fox version. Despite the fact it was released 2 years before I was born, I clearly remember seeing it in a cinema. At least I think I do. When was your first detention? Actually it was with the whole class. Because some of the other children were being obnoxious and rude, we all got held back. Hence my first ever detention. Thanks guys. Who was your first roommate? Nobody. I lived with my family until I moved out and I've been alone since. I love it. If you had one wish, what would it be? That's not a first. But I would honestly go with world peace. That and people stop lying about global warming. What was the first sport you was ever involved in? Football. I hated it. I had no skills, no ball control, and I was pretty much bored. So I ended up quitting it. I can't even watch football without falling asleep. What is the first thing you do when you get home? Give Harley a hug. When was your first kiss? I'm thinking in the woods with blah, 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 I think. I'm not really sure. Let's just say it wasn't memorable. And that's it, my first time tag is done, and now it's the part where I'm supposed to tag other people, but I don't really know any other people, so if you guys want to do it, I'll put all the questions down below for you guys to check it out yourselves. And while you're checking things out, maybe you want to check out these other boxes at the side of me. You know, Smeg Chris the main show, Smeg Chris Review, where I review films and other things, and also my daily vlogs, Yes, I daily vlog, which can be quite interesting. And also you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. See that? It says links below. And also you can subscribe to this channel by, well, I don't exactly know where that button is. It's down there, I think. Time for me to go. Until the next time, peace out.